We can talk about Sam Altman having some conflicted interests. This is a pretty short one for what I flagged as a main topic. Maybe it's not a main topic. Newly reported documents have revealed that in 2019, OpenAI signed a letter of intent to purchase $51 million of chips developed by startup Rain once they became available. However, in disclosures to investors this year, Rain told investors that OpenAI CEO Sam Altman was invested in the company to the tune of $1 million. Further, Rain claimed that it might have its RISC-V based chips ready to deploy as soon as October next year. The agreement, to be clear, was non-binding. So what's it like? A letter of intent, I guess it would have been. And an OpenAI spokesperson claims that they have not proceeded with the next steps of the agreement, though they are open to future discussions with Rain. And the discussion question here is, how should business leaders deal with investments within their area of expertise that are likely to conflict with their duties?
Boy, howdy, would I like to introduce you to the construction industry.
Oh, yeah.
Or honestly, a massive amount of other industries. This is actually extremely common. If I remember correctly, I've been told this. I have not researched this. I have no idea if this is true. I've been told that the hotels on the Strip in Las Vegas are often not profitable, but the supporting companies are, and the supporting companies are owned by the same people. And it's done that way for like tax reasons and stuff.
Oh, that makes sense.
The companies that supply the soap for the rooms, the companies that, sell the lamps to the rooms, whatever.
That's why a company like ASUS has regional offices, is my understanding. I could be wrong about this. Disclaimer, I'm not an investor, blah, 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 blah. But allegedly, this is what I've heard. The regional offices operate at as close to $0 net profit as possible, so that all the profit essentially gets funneled back to HQ. And this is done for tax purposes, so that they're not actually making money in other regions. So that's why sometimes they can end up kind of stuck, because they, rather than just being like a shipping hub, right, like a logistics center, they're actually a separate company.
Yeah.
And they buy their inventory from HQ rather than HQ just allocating their worldwide inventories to all of their various regions. And that's one of the reasons that you will get wildly different support from one region to another, because they will all have their own operating margins, and they will all have their own sensitivity to the cost of dealing with things for customers. And these costs can be very high. I mean, we talked earlier on the show about how even at a low price of $25 per person who bought a backpack, right? So we're essentially saying, okay, here's a retroactive 10%, sorry about that, at 40,000 units, which isn't that much for a company the size of someone like an Intel or an ASUS or whoever. That's $1 million. 40,000 units times $25, that's $1 million. It's amazing how quickly these numbers can add up. Here we go. All right, I think I did a good job of this. Colton messaged me framework laptops for standardized LMG laptops. And he basically goes, what are your thoughts? They'd probably work for the majority of people who need laptops here. Jamie suggested this when I was talking to Callanan about ASUS ones. I go, they still have a couple problems that we outlined in the follow-up video, including a battery drain issue. Maybe Nirav can clarify if he thinks they're ready for prime time. Like, I wonder, just based on the timing, if this is one of the things that the board might have been misled about.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Because, like, honestly, that seems super skeezy that 4 years later we're finding out, even a letter of intent, like $50 million worth of stuff. I don't think that's cool. Final email here. Hold on, I just need to make sure I can cut off anyone whose email I'm not supposed to show. There you go. So, money where my mouth is. This is how I handled it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All I'm saying is that this is wildly common and is like how entire industries work.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like totally. So if this feels like a one shot, like wow, this is so corrupt thing. That's just because you see it. I don't know,
man. I feel like there have been so many opportunities for you and me and you and you and no, sorry. For you and me and us to have profited so much from our positions if we were willing to be skeezy.
Yeah.
Remember Linus coin?
Yeah.
Drop coin. Yeah, that was the one. It only goes down. Hey, freaking crypto's been rallying lately. Maybe it's time to do drop coin. Will be the one coin that doesn't go up.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't looked at it in the last little bit. Oh yeah, no, it's very much looking like it's gonna like do the thing again. So
how's Dogecoin?
I have no idea. Doge to I don't know 10 cents.
I'm still for.
Or 0.1. Yeah, 10 cents. 10 cents.
I have to keep my job.
I mean, it went up.
I don't get to go to Hawaii with the other scammers.
It's amazing. It's amazing how the scale can sort of change your perspective on things.
Whoa.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm still out on crypto, guys.
Handle backpack refunds with drop coin. No, stop it.
By the time it ends up in your wallet, it's worth less.
I'm still out. I just can't handle the stress of owning stocks and owning volatile assets like Bitcoin and whatever else. It's too much. It's too much intensity, man. I can't handle the emotions. So I just after the memes with GameStop and all that, I'm out, man. I even thought about it. I was like, yeah, probably it'll like rally again because people have incredibly short memories. They're like goldfish. So we're in like a bit of a trough. If I was an investor, I might buy some. To be clear, I have no idea where it's going at this point. I am not giving any kind of advice, and I'm out, right? Like I have no horse in this race. But like, yeah, I thought about it, but then I was just like, okay, so what? I could make some money. But the stress, I could also lose all of it.
In it. Like it's like you have to like live it for it to make any sense.
Yep.
I think a lot of the like casuals are the ones.
Well, they're the feeders.
Wrecked.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. That's the thing about Bitcoin in particular. Because I was gonna say stocks, but that's not actually necessarily the case. Everyone can make money. A company actually like makes money and can generate value. But Bitcoin. Every one that someone sells, someone has to buy. Like it's that simple. We're not actually minting, in the grand scheme of things, that many anymore. So you look at it and you go, for every Bitcoin millionaire, there's 1 million people who lost $1, or there's 100,000 people who lost $10,
or whatever,
or 10,000 people who lost $100. Or
one person that lost a lot.
Or one person who lost $1 million, right? Like it's...
Do you want to know how many I lost?
I mean...
Yes.
$350.
Dollars?
Bitcoins.
Shut up.
I started in 2009. The hard drive was like... You forget about it, right? Right there at the start, you forget about it. Like, oh, this thing, the guy bought a pizza with like a few thousand Bitcoins, right? But I was like, go back in 2016 when it was like 60 grand per Bitcoin, go through like 40 hard drives back all the way for a decade, and it's just nothing. So it's out there. It's out there, but I never really had it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could start a badminton center for that kind of money.
You could start half of one.
I could go into business against you.
You could start half of a badminton center.
Yeah.
Just open one across the street.
That was the plan. Yeah.
Just for like no reason.
Well, we would just partner. We would just partner at that point.
Okay.
Yeah, he could buy the one side and I could do the other side.
Oh, nice. Dan could have the land party side. Or you'd probably want that.
No,
it's going to be covered in UV paint. It's going to take the property value down.
Hey!
Oh, man.
Oh, Lordy.
Anyway, so yeah. It doesn't keep me up at night anymore.
Mine was
good.
stolen, if that makes
That
you
is
feel
so
better.
much worse than what happened to me. Like mine was just
I don't know. Yours was a lot more, but
yeah, but I mean, it's things that nobody would have predicted it, right?
Yeah.
It was fun at the start, but they were worthless.
Well, people are going to say they predicted it, but the reality of it is it really could have gone either way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And back then that was worth like less than 1/100th of a cent.
Yeah.
Right? And so why would I care? Anyway, that's my story. Goodbye.
Yeah.